Pauline Hanson's One Nation party is in the grip of serious division. What started as a 4-senator grouping shrank to 3 and now has a disgruntled member bucking the party line on the government's company tax cuts. That leaves Senator Hanson with only one loyalist and spells yet more turbulence on the crossbench. Here's political editor Andrew Probyn.
If appearances are anything to go by, One Nation's numbers are thinning.
One Nation is not a loose alliance.
The question for the day is whether One Nation is in alliance at all. A party that once boasted 4 senators, then 3, now has one of its kind freewheeling.
That is up to Brian Burston to decide. He said he's not doing a dummy spit.
Pauline Hanson's ally of 20 years, Brian Burston, is going his own way in support of the government's company tax cuts.
He feels that he's did a deal with Minister Cormann and he's sold himself out.
The government welcomes the confirmation by Senator Brian Burston.
Reverting to the position One Nation held up until recently.
4 days after the budget, your James Ashby sent me texts, about 10 of them, this long, saying to me, please, back us, back the government, Derryn, you're doing the wrong thing.
Those texts, seen by the ABC, show how Pauline Hanson Svengali was convinced the company tax cuts were a matter of economic life or death. Our economy stopped breathing 18 months ago, Mr Ashby told Senator Hinch. It's time to use the paddles to shock our economy back to life. Mr Ashby then alluded to Senator Hinch's liver transplant 7 years ago. You pulled out all stops to save yourself with a transplant. There was never any guarantees it would save you, but it was the only option to stave off death.
Your Chief of Staff...
And the Senator's response to his advocacy?
That's got nothing to do with this. It's got absolutely nothing to do with it, and I'm not discussing.
I'll continue to talk to Senator Hanson and to others on the crossbench.
Hinch's hunch is that Cormann will get this in the end.
Brian Burston said a lurgy prevented him speaking today, but One Nation's blow-up possibly explains why the government's intent on testing its numbers on company tax next month. Even if it loses the vote in the Senate, it'll advertise that One Nation's not of one voice, possibly helping the coalition's cause in the July by-elections and beyond.
We are united in our vote with this. So anyway, thank you.
How to show that you're united when your boss just walked away?
Actually, I didn't realise she walked away, so I think I'll be walking away too now.
A rare case of follow the leader, perhaps. Andrew Probyn, ABC News, Canberra.